welcome to Christmas in July. I wanted to formally introduce you guys to my Santa mugs. Hey sweet friends, it's Angie and welcome back to the Bumblebee Farmhouse. In today's video, I will be introducing you guys to some of my most favorite and cherished Santa mugs, and then I'm going to be showing you all of my collection and where everything is from. And I also have a little bit of a Christmas haul to show you guys for Christmas in July. So I have a small little vintage farmhouse mug set, Santa mug set from Decor Steels, and this adorable little bowl that I hauled. So if you guys have some time, let's hang out. So when I do hit 5K, you might see some of these items. I'm thinking about sharing some of my Holt Howard inspired mugs. Hey friends, if you have some time, I'd love it if you'd hang out with me here today at the Bumblebee Farmhouse. Hey guys, welcome back to the Bumblebee Farmhouse. My name is Angie, and if you are new, then welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. And if you are returning, welcome back. I love having you guys here at the Bumblebee Farmhouse, where you guys are always welcome. I always say that I hope that the Bumblebee Farmhouse is a place where you can find a little bit of inspiration to make your house a home, sweet home. Today's video, I will be doing a little bit of a Christmas in July haul. I do have two things that I was able to get this month that I really wanted for Christmas in July. And for just the Christmas season, really. It was not really for July, but I was lucky enough to find them in July, so I thought we would make a little Christmas in July video where I wanted to show you the items that I got, and then I wanted to show you all of my fun Christmas Santa vintage and vintage inspired mugs, and some of my Pottery Barn Santa mugs and reindeer mug. This does not include all of my Christmas mugs. I have plenty of redone and other Christmas mugs, but these are the ones that I really do treasure. So I originally wanted to do this video in my plaid buffalo check or flannel PJs, but it is just way too hot here in Northern Illinois. It is like almost 95 degrees today, so I had to kind of scratch that and just be comfortable at home. But it would have been fun. You guys know me if you've seen any of my past Christmas content. I do love a good winter and Christmas PJ. But let's go ahead and get into the unboxing of the two items that I purchased, and then let's go through my Santa mugs and my reindeer mugs that I love to display on the Christmas season. Just go through and tell you where these mugs are from. Some of them are antique, some of them are from certain shops. I just want to maybe introduce you to my Santa mugs. They're really special to me, and it's just something that I collect. And it has a lot to do with kind of this unboxing today. So if you guys love Christmas, stick around and let's get started because I love Christmas. Okay, first thing that I got was a Dunn item. This was such a good deal, and I thought this would be perfect for my kitchen for the Christmas and winter season. And I ordered it on Sierra Trading Post. They had it, I believe it's called Sierra Trading Post. They had it on clearance, you guys, for $3.50. And if you create an account with them, so I just used my email, I created an account with them, I got free shipping. You cannot beat this. Let me show you. So it is like a batter bowl. It is large and deep red, and it says "Elfin' Around." I cannot believe I only paid $3.50 for this item. This is so nice. I'm gonna love using this as like a prop or just even as a batter bowl for making Danny like a nice breakfast or whatever. But it is huge. It says "Elfin' Around." I cannot believe I only paid $3.50. So this was such a steal, $3.50. It's huge, it's humongous. So this is Dunn. I know it's not as popular anymore, but I still do like Dunn. All of the really nice farmhouse feels it gives to the decor. So I did pick this up, could not say no to this. So let's go ahead and get into what I'm most excited about on this little mini haul. These are so adorable. I saw these on Decor Steels. So I'm just going to open the box. I'm kind of disappointed with the packaging, but thank goodness, you know, nothing was damaged. But these are so cool and so unique. I don't think I've ever seen any. I've seen these at an antique shop, but I have not seen these in any store. This is how they packaged it. I'm not like the fondest of the packaging, but I'm just gonna go ahead and open it. It's just like really thin, flimsy cardboard in separate pieces that's taped together. This isn't even one piece, but regardless, everything did get shipped just fine. Here is the package, and they give you a little postcard for Decor Steels. Magic of the holidays. Cozy cups of cocoa, cold noses and warm hearts accompany the whimsical and jolly feelings that come along with the cheer of the season. There's no place like home for the holidays, and we make sure to bring you the perfect products that fill yours with an abundance of charm, tradition, and joy. So they were on like a special for $19.99, and it's $5 shipping per item, which is not bad at all. So I paid $25 or $26 with tax total. Here is how they are packaged. It is 4 Christmas mugs. This is kind of why I want to show you guys all of my mugs. And these are very vintage and vintage farmhouse. They look so old and like worn, and like they look like they're probably from like the early 1900s or late 1800s, but they're not. Obviously, they're reproductions. Oh, they didn't give me the L mug. It's supposed to say Noel. I'm gonna have to contact them. It's supposed to say Noel, but it doesn't. It says they gave me N-E-E-O instead of N-O-E-L. But anyway, I'm gonna show them to you. I'll contact them. Hopefully they can send me the correct mug. But these are the mugs that I got, and there's a set of 4. It's got the little Decor Steels tag on them. It says vintage and farmhouse decor. These are microwave, dishwasher, and oven safe. But look at how vintage they look. They look amazing. So this is the O. They forgot to give me the L. They gave me an extra E. So I'm gonna have to contact them because I did want the mugs to say Noel on the handles to spell it out. Here's your Santa mug. And is he winking? He is winking, but you can't tell because he looks so faded and so chippy. Here is the E's, which one should be an L. There's not 2 E's in Noel, but anyway, they're the same. So I'm gonna have to contact them and let them know. This mug right here, it's the same one. So this is also a winking Santa. He does have a very like crackly, chippy old look. There it is. And this is the N. So his eyes look like maybe they would have been open. Again, they look like they're just completely faded and rustic and old and farmhousey, but obviously they're not that. And I'm so excited to display them. I probably, even though they're dishwasher and microwave safe and you know, they're really new, but they're made to look super old, I will probably not drink out of them. They will be for display. Now I'll introduce you to all of my other Santa mugs, and you'll kind of see my Santa mug collection. I started my Santa mug collection probably, I would say 3 or 4 years ago. It started at an antique mall, and I saw these really beautiful Santa mugs. They look, I think the whole tower had a crack in it, so I didn't get it, but I got some other ones that were made in Japan, and I know that these are vintage. I see them on Etsy all the time. And then it did trickle in with the new, mixing it into the old. It is a mixture of new and old, so antique and new, and then vintage reproduction. So they are made to look extremely old, but they are newer. But you know what I've learned? That if something stops going into production and they stop making it, it's gonna become an antique automatically. So if you buy this year's, or you know, Santa mugs, and they don't make that style anymore, they will automatically become antiques within a year or 2 if they don't keep making them into production. So they will be considered antiques. So this is all technically things from the last 70 years to, you know, today, modern day. So these are all kind of antiques unless they are still in production. 2 of these mugs, and these are from Lang and the brand Lang, and I do think that Home Goods brings these in every year, so I did get 2 of these. I love my Santa mugs. You guys will see this in all of my Christmas videos because I just love Christmas. So I have 2 jolly looking Santas here, and then I have these are from Transpac, and I picked these up in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I picked up the one, I only got the one, which is, okay, so here's the set, right? This is the one I picked up in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee at the Incredible Christmas Place shop. They had them both, but they were $13 each. So it is, you know, it is a little pricey. So I only picked up the one, and then I kind of regretted it. And then I went to an antique shop with a friend of mine around Thanksgiving last year, and I found the other one in a booth, so I did get the set of 2, and this one was actually cheaper. This was $9.99. As you can see, it says booth 49 on the bottom there, but $9.99 I got this one for, and this one was $13, but really, really cute. Love a good Santa mug. I don't drink out of these. Some of my other ones have chips in them because they have had wear and tear on it, so I don't want to drink out of these. They will be for display. They're so cute. So we got a smiling and a winking on there. Next up, I picked this up at Walmart, I think like 4 years ago. So I don't know, is it an antique? Because I have not seen this again, and it is just like a white, without paint, glazed Santa mug. Again, this looks really cool, very farmhousey. So I have this one right here. I'm going to consider them antiques if you don't see them in production anymore. That's how I'm gonna look at it. All right, this is one of my favorites. I did pick this up in an antique shop 3 years ago. And it just says Japan on the bottom. I know this is antique. I've seen these like on Etsy. It is so worn in some spots. I don't care. If I could find more, I would get more, obviously within budget, but it is so cool looking. I love this. So jolly. How could you resist a cute little jolly Santa Claus? This was picked up in an antique mall 3 or 4 years ago. I know this is an antique. I've seen these on Etsy. He's got a cherry nose and bright blue eyes. He looks like an adorable, happy Santa. All right, next up is a mug from Michaels. I got this last year or 2 years ago. So I think Michaels change them out every year. So this would maybe be considered an antique. So I got this one. This is also from Michaels, from the Ashland company. This I got like 5 or 6 years ago, 5 years ago when we moved into this house. So I got this 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, because it was around Christmas time when we moved in. And this is also from Michaels. I like that a lot. This guy here is from Target. I believe I have 2 of these. I have to find the other one. It's sitting around somewhere, but this is from Target. Last year or 2 years ago, I can't remember. All right, this one's got a little chip in it, but it doesn't mean I can't display it. This was actually, I think, from Publix. When I was in Tennessee, we had to stop at the grocery store and get some Benadryl because I had an allergic reaction to something. So I saw that and I was like, oh, I am getting that. I'm sure I drove Danny nuts because I was like, I need more Christmas mugs. Here is another one that I have from Michaels. This is another one that was picked up at an antique mall not too far from our house. This one says Japan on the bottom. It's got a number on here too. So I know this is an antique, very unique. I love it. If I can find more of these within a reasonable price point, I do have my breaking point and price points. I would say I'm at like between 10 and 15 tops for a mug. So last year I caved and I decided to get the Pottery Barn Santa mugs. I've been looking at these for a few years now. I do notice that they do like every 5 or 7 years change the pattern because I've noticed that other people had different patterns from years past. So I do have a set of 4 that I purchased of Santa mugs, and I wonder if they're all the same. Let me just look here. Winking Santa mugs that come in the set from Pottery Barn. And Pottery Barn throws a sale usually around Thanksgiving, so that's when I purchased these. And I was able to get these for, I want to say 30. I want to say 30 for the set of 4. So anyway, it also comes with a Santa mug where his eyes are completely open. And then we have the eyes closed Santa mug. He's so stinking jolly and adorable. I love the little rosy red cheeks. It's just so cute. So I got that one as well. Now these are really cool. I picked these up at an antique mall last year. And the woman that was running her booth was there, and she told me these were her grandmother's, and she thinks they're from probably around the 1940s. But they're these little Santa mugs, and they have like peppermint handles, and he's winking. So it was a set of 2. I purchased them. I did feel a little guilty purchasing these from her because she told me they were her grandmother's, and that woman had to be around 60 or 70 So I can only imagine how old these are. My guess would be around the 1940s for sure on these. I purchased this at Hobby Lobby 3 years ago, so I have one of these. If they don't bring these into production, I don't know. Are they antiques now? Here's my other Target mug. I told you I had 2 of these. I was pretty sure I did. So I got this from Joanna Parker last year. I also have the snowman from this line. I know I have that, and I don't know what else I have, but I do have this one. I also have this other mug that is from Michaels, so like I said, I try to get them in sets of 2. I picked this up at an antique mall last year, but this is new. I've seen them in plenty of antique malls, and I think it's just something that there's a designer that's bringing these out, and I see that people are putting these in their booth, but it was so cute. I couldn't pass up on it. Again, I love the rosy, red, happy, jolly cheeks, so I got this as well. All right, I also picked this up at an antique mall up in Beloit, Wisconsin at Vintage Bliss. And I got this last year when I went antiquing with a friend. Just your basic Santa. His cheeks are a little bit red. I wish they would have been a little bit more red, but nonetheless, it is a vintage Santa mug. And so I had to add it to my collection because I really liked it. So these are some of my favorite pieces, and they are Holt Howard inspired. And I actually have the pitcher that goes with the set. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mugs, and then I have another 4 with the pitcher, but that's packed away. I'm not going to take that out until Christmas. So these are very Holt Howard inspired, which was around like the maybe 40s, but I know 50s and 60s. And I love the look of these. They are just so cool. So let me show this to you guys. And I have 7 here. They're all different. So I have like the Santas with his eyes closed. And you guys, these are brand new with the tag on them. I did purchase them last year because I thought I was gonna get to 5K sooner on my channel. So when I do hit 5K, you might see some of these items. I'm thinking about sharing some of my Holt Howard inspired mugs, maybe giving a set of 2 possibly on there. So anyway, we have those. We have the Winking Santa. And then we have Santa with his eyes open. I think there's another one in the set that's put away with a pitcher. So we have Santa with his eyes open as well. Then Santa with his eyes closed. One more of these guys from the antique mall. So I do have a set of 2. I think I paid around $8 or $9 each for these, which I think was a steal because on Etsy I see these going for like $25 to $30 a piece. I do have some vintage inspired reindeer mugs that I thought I would add to this because these were so adorable. And actually I purchased the first one from Pottery Barn about 4 or 5 years ago, which is this guy right here. I think I paid 13 or 15 for this guy. Maybe it was like 13. But then, you know, with tax and everything, it was probably closer to 15. So this is just, I love this. This reminds me of possibly like the 1940s or early 50s. But last year I was able to find reproductions of this. So you can still purchase this at Pottery Barn around the holidays. It's just a little pricey. But Big Lots brought out reproductions of this mug and they were much cheaper. And I think I still have the tag on one of them. So I picked up 2 more. It's from Winter Wonder Lane, Home for the Holidays. And these were $5.99. So I had to get 2 more. I might get another 2. I don't know. I just think they're so unique and so much fun to decorate with, especially if you love the nostalgic look of the holidays, which I am all about the nostalgic look of the holidays. So I did pick up 2 of these last year. And let me just show you a side by side with my Pottery Barn mug, which is right here. They're really not that different. Actually, this one's a little richer in color. Other than that, I would say they are pretty close to being the same. I just think this one is a little richer in color, and then maybe the mouth and the eyes are just a smidge different, but not really. So I love a good nostalgic Christmas mug. So you guys, that's everything. I wanted to formally introduce you guys to my Santa mugs, my nostalgic Santa mugs for Christmas. So I figured I would just do a little tiny piece of Christmas in July, this July, even though it is hot and I am sweating. But I want to thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the mini haul in the beginning of this video. I am going to have to contact Decor Steels to hopefully fix that and give me the right mug that I'm supposed to be getting. and I hope you enjoyed meeting all of my Santa mugs. This was fun to kind of just show you, because you do see them in vignettes throughout the Christmas season, but I'm actually showing you guys where each piece came from, and it's kind of funny that I remember, and that's why they're so special to me. I remember where I acquired each piece and which mall and which store I got them at, because that's how special they are to me. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me here today at the Bumblebee Farmhouse. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration to make your house a home sweet home. And remember, friends, as Dorothy Gale once said, there's no place like home. That's right, friends. Home sweet home. I'll see you in the next one.